Orvo has a rich tradition. Here we have motivated, highly qualified employees. We are subsidized and supported by the federal state of Saxony-Anhalt, such as in the quick approval of all official applications, for example. All of this speaks in favor of the location. These are the advantages that can be found here. In Saxony-Anhalt, we find particularly motivated employees who still possess traditional values. The political environment here creates an excellent framework for pharmaceutical and biotechnological trainings courses. Saxony-Anhalt is right at the center. From a logistical point of view, the federal state is closely connected within Germany and Europe. We are already the largest automobile supplier to the new states, with locations here in the area, and we want to further expand this position. We have considerable advantages here compared to other regions in Germany. We have more than 100 employees in research and development, and we cultivate a very successful and outstanding cooperation with the local universities here. For us as a company, it is important that we have a good supply of young workers in the region, good universities, and a reliable political system with which we can work together. Those are all factors that are important to us, and we find them all here. Here in the middle of Germany, we are at the center of Europe. That is a decisive logistical advantage, but naturally also an advantage for possible new settlement. If you travel throughout the area, you will see startup financing in all areas of renewable energies. You will recognize research funding that has led to the fact that we can now start such projects without funding and can prevail on the market in the long term, while at the same time, of course, remaining secure producers of energy. Especially in the area of necessary innovations, cooperation with the federal state and with the universities is incredibly important. It is important to find a solid basis of personnel, and of course there must also be the will on the part of the local actors to develop new strategies or new technologies together. This interplay works excellently in Saxony-Anhalt. I can recommend anyone to come to this state and start up a company here. The most important elements are, of course, the highly qualified specialists which can be found here. They are extremely important for an international company like ourselves. The federal state of Saxony-Anhalt has fantastic potential for growth as a result of its strategic location. In Saxony-Anhalt, we've found an atmosphere which breeds success for our company development. What impresses me is that things can be achieved here together. We wanted to create something together, and we have succeeded in that aim. Outside of China, Europe is the most important market for our company. We have chosen our European manufacturing factory in Saxony-Anhalt as the infrastructure is very good. In addition, people in Saxony-Anhalt are brilliant, determined, with a high standard of quality. The most important reasons for our settlement here is the integration into a multi-company production location in the chemicals industry. That's something that simply cannot be found anywhere else in Europe. The greatest advantage here is there's not just one large and dominant chemicals company, rather many small and medium-sized ones. The Fraunhofer Institute is there to support these companies in research. The central location of Saxony-Anhalt is particularly important to us, since delivery times play a very large role for our customers. From here, we can simply reach everything quickly throughout Germany and Europe. This here is the largest site of the Hermes Group, and each year we process approximately 150 to 180 million items. 3,000 employees work here in Saxony-Anhalt, and we also need craftsmen, warehouse specialists, sales staff. Pretty much everything is represented here, and we get everything. So the sector-specific advantages for us are that we work very well together with the municipalities and the federal state in terms of permits, funding, etc. The close cooperation works excellently. I would describe the state of Saxony-Anhalt as helpful and efficient. Those are the most important arguments for opening a location here.
What impresses me is the cooperation between all the different companies, both medium-sized companies and large industries. There is one contact partner for everything: power, employees, location. This is a tremendous advantage. Another reason is the openness of the federal government towards new ideas. Saxony-Anhalt is Eastern Germany's #1 region for foreign direct investment and a top international business location. About 800 international companies have chosen Saxony-Anhalt as the place for their business.